Hi everybody, my name is Charlotte Martin and I am a singer-songwriter and recording artist, and I'm also a voice slash music everything teacher. And I'm sitting here with one of my students because I'm a big fan, and he has a finished record that I really am getting behind and believe in. So we are taking you behind the scenes to do an impromptu introduction of Tyler Garrett. Hi.
Hello everybody.
So, why don't you just take a minute and tell everybody in a couple words what your music is?
My music is fun. It's just a nice vibe of pop music.
Electronic music,
Electronic.
definitely. It's very layered.
Yeah, it's a lot of different stuff. I'm kind of a beacon of everything that I've listened to and growing up, influenced by Charlotte Martin, Above and Beyond, Tiesto, a lot of big name artists that I really love.
Yeah, he's a big one. I worked with Tiesto back in the day, a long time ago. So you are also, question, so how did you get started? How did you decide you wanted to write songs?
So with music, my course teacher in 6th grade pulled me aside and was like, Tyler, you should do something with your voice. It's beautiful. So
it is.
I took that to heart, and I started singing in the praise band at church. I was in the lead choir at church, and after that I just did auditions for American Idol. Anywhere that I could get in with music, I tried to get myself in there. And with being gay, it was a little hard and difficult because people would tell you, no, they want you to do this, they want you to be like this, but I don't like fitting into a box. So with my music, I kind of just put it all out there. Everything that I've heard and listened to, been influenced by, it's all there. So
It's definitely all there. I mean, to me, it's very lush. It does fit pop structurally, but it's more than that. It kind of reminds me of even a more experimental MGMT,
Okay.
Parade of Lights.
I'll
I don't know if you know that
yeah.
band.
Yes, I like that.
Excuse me, LA band here that my ex worked with. I'm a big fan of theirs too. It's so well done, and you are so charismatic. You're also gay, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
So in today's world where things are changing quickly and there is some more acceptance, when you started doing music, you weren't even really out yet.
No.
So why don't we tell the listeners just quickly what that was like for you, just coming out?
So coming out for me, I'm from a small town in South Carolina where it's not really accepted to be gay, so I kind of had to put that on the back burner and hide that. I moved to Orlando immediately right out of high school and got acceptance there of everybody. Just everybody was open-minded and didn't care if you were gay, straight, or whatever. They just all had their own lives and their own drama to deal with, which is great. So with music, it just helped me to open up and just put out the positivity that I wanted to put out for everybody to hear. And I've just heard so much negative things over my life, and being gay, being one of them, it's just like, it's positive with my music, you know.
And it should be, and I think, you know, being a woman in the music business, being a gay man in the music business, it's still very much a straight man's world in that business. And I love that instead of approaching it in like an angry loss kind of way, your message from the songs is basically love kind of conquers all, which is very biblical. What would you tell other young artists who are gay, who are afraid to write about it in their music?
I would just say open up and be yourself, because that's what everybody wants to see. They want to see your vulnerability, and just like I said, be yourself. You know, you only live once. You have this. God made you for, you know, to be yourself, and if He didn't want you to be gay, then why would He make you gay?
Yeah, and God loves gay people. That's good. I got approached a long time ago, and we've talked about this, by Christian magazines, and they were just so, I was raised Christian, and it would come out in my music, but I wasn't a Christian artist. And they would say, how can you hug gay people being raised the way you were raised? And I looked at them and I go, well, I wouldn't be loving a God that didn't, so why wouldn't I? And it's not anybody's place to judge anybody for race, for gender, for sexual preference. The judgment in the world is already harsh enough, and there's so much anger that your music is just, it's really important that people hear it. And they won't even understand, they'll be able to hear it on a fun, good vibe level.
Yeah, I want people to sing along and have a great time with it.
But it's deep. Like, the message that you put out is deep. Your voice is very powerful. Very powerful. Amazing pitch. So, fun questions. If you could play 3 cities, first off, when you start touring, what are the 3 cities?
First off, I would love to play in Los Angeles, where I'm at right
Any
now.
venues here?
Hollywood Bowl.
I like how he thinks. Let's go big or go home.
Orlando would be another place, just because I live there and I have a lot of friends there, and I love the theme parks. And then the next would probably be Chicago, because it's like a mini New York, somewhere I've never been.
Chicago's amazing.
And I would love to see that place.
You would be amazing at the Metro. Your show would be
Okay.
amazing. When we put your show together, because that's what we're doing, do you have any? Because I'm hoping other artists, aspiring artists and songwriters, will watch this. Do you see a vision or what your show is going to look like, or do you think that's going to come as we start building it?
I feel like it's going to come as we start building it, because I have so many songs to choose from. I want to strategically put them out. I just don't want to release everything at once, and so I think that vibe will come off what songs that we pick for the live show.
Yeah, I mean, and everything about you is artistic from the ground up. I mean, the visuals, the songs, the production, your video that you shot a long time ago, and now it's going to come out here soon. I can almost see projectors.
Fog machines, lights.
Yes, I want it. If I'm going to pay for a ticket, I want it. And then I had another question. So this is going to come out, and I think it's going to do well. Oh, 3 artists to tour with, or open for. I'm gonna go out there and just give my 2 picks, and then he can add on Tiesto and Christine and the Queens.
Okay.
I'm a big fan. She's a crazy vocalist, like
Yes.
you.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard auto-tune on her live. She sounds like her record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those 2. What about you? Add on.
I would say Above and Beyond. They're a huge inspiration to me. I would love to open for Justin Bieber or someone like that. That's
He's
another
talented.
huge artist that is an
He's so
inspiration
talented.
to me.
Yeah.
The Weeknd is another big inspiration.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, electronic music influenced me as well. I mean, that's why we're working together. I did a project called Stromata in 2006 that was a very angry record. The opposite of Tyler's message. I was angry little white girl.
Well, listen, angry can be interpreted in many different ways. If you can.
I just felt like I was holding all the anger for every gay person, every person of every color that had been discriminated against. I'd been in some abusive relationships, so I felt like I was holding that
it all
one.
in,
I was
yeah.
getting sued. I was just like, I'm really mad. Here's
Here
the
it
record.
is.
Yep. And I wasn't signed when I was making the record, so like you, I did it in my house for the most part, and I programmed everything, and it just kind of was what it was. What is your writing process?
Well, I won't tell too much about how I write music, but most of the time I'll go into the studio and I'll pick a subject that has really been on my mind, and I'll just start brainstorming words, and I'll pick from those words and start writing out lyrics and sentences, and it kind of just flows from there. It really depends on my producer. I've met him as Aftermarket is his name, and he's awesome. But when I go in there and I just hear a couple of chords he plays, I can just hear it in my head and what I want to say, and it just kind of flows from there.
You're a brilliant top liner.
Thank you.
I mean, I had to learn that. The first song I top lined over was called Veins, and I did the drum loop myself with my little fingers, and then it opened up a whole new world, which had me working with Tiesto and the Crystal Method and BT and things like that. Would you be interested in doing that sort of thing with other electronic artists, DJs, things like that, top lining for them and doing collaborations?
Of course, yes, I'm all about that.
If you could collaborate with any of the artists we've mentioned, who would be your top 2?
Ooh, Above and Beyond and Tiesto, probably.
Yeah, that was a good experience for me. Tiesto, we're coming for you, we're coming. And one more thing. Are you single or taken?
I'm taken.
Oh my God! Everyone's gonna have their hearts breaking everywhere because you're so hot.
I've been with my partner for 6 years now, and there's no stopping.
I'm so jealous. Do you think there's hope for me?
Of course, you're beautiful.
Thank you. We'll be accepting applications at the end of the interview. Check the link down below. I'm totally kidding. Totally kidding. Not really. I can go on Bumble for that shit.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm a big fan. Please check out TylerGarrett.com, TylerGarrettMusic.com. All of the Tyler Garretts with his gorgeous face on it, and be looking for the first single very, very soon. Potential Love. I'm just so thrilled. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
That was the one.
Okay, that was it.
That was it. Now we gotta watch it.